Despite nationalist tensions, business along the border of Vietnam and China is flourishing. Officials in Lang Son province say close to $3 billion in agricultural and electronic goods are traded every year with China. Nguyen Van Chiang, director of the Thuan Thanh Customs Office, says trade is increasing annually by 20%.
In the field of trading recently, as you know, it is happening normally. There are no obstacles. Both sides create good conditions for the exchange of goods. You can see the trucks are passing by very well now.
Vietnam allowed a series of rare public protests against China in July after Beijing made deals for oil exploration in territory Vietnam disputes in the South China Sea. Beijing then announced an administrative capital to govern the areas also claimed by Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Taiwan. The tensions raised concerns among some traders, like Nguyen Viet Duc, that political problems could affect profits.
Quan hệ của công ty tôi đối với Trung Quốc thì nó cũng chưa lâu lắm.
My company's relations with China are not so long, but since we've had relations, it's continuously developed. I hope, looking at the big picture, that the governments of both countries pay more attention to continue the traditional business relations and make better conditions for companies of both sides.
Truyền thống trước đây đã có và tạo điều kiện cho hai bên các doanh nghiệp hoạt động tốt.
To temper China, Vietnam is welcoming U.S. involvement in the South China Sea, including at its strategic Cam Ranh Bay, which houses an off-limits Navy base. U.S. Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta in June was the highest-ranking American official to visit the bay, a former U.S. air base during the Vietnam War and later a Soviet base. Vietnam reopened the bay to service foreign Navy ships in 2010, and Nguyen Ngoc Son, vice chairman of the Cam Ranh People's Committee, says its importance is growing.
Có thể nói là Vịnh Cam Ranh là một
We can say that Cam Ranh Bay is a place which has the potential to develop the economy and at the same time to protect and hold firmly our sovereignty in the sea and islands.
Cái chủ quyền biên giới và biển đảo của quốc gia.
Cam Ranh Bay opens toward the Paracel Islands, which China has controlled since clashes with Vietnam in 1974, as well as the Spratly Islands that both claim. Officials say their focus is on developing a new port logistics service center to increase economic growth at the bay. But Vietnam also plans to station several Russian-built submarines there to improve its defensive capabilities, which could raise hackles from Beijing. Daniel Schearf, VOA News, Cam Ranh Bay.